Gives me immense honor and pride to welcome you to the first ASEAN Real Estate Conference AREC 2025, a landmark initiative held in conjunction with Malaysia's chairmanship of ASEAN. Today, it marks a historic occasion. For the very first time, the real estate sector in Southeast Asia is being elevated to a strategic regional platform aligned with ASEAN's overarching integration agenda. This inaugural conference stands not only as a side program, but as a bold step forward and a clear recognition that the built environment is at the heart of economic progress, social stability, and climate resilience in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, AREC 2025 arrived at a pivotal moment for the real estate industry as it navigates significant transformation driven by technological innovation, rapid urbanization, climate change, and uncertain geo-economic landscapes. These forces are transforming the global real estate sector into what we now call a real estate renaissance. A renaissance not merely of buildings, but of values, visions, and viable futures. It is a renaissance driven by innovation, underpinned by sustainability, and centered on inclusivity. ASEAN is a home to a vibrant and growing population, currently standing at 677 million people. Each year, that number increases by around 1%, or roughly 6.7 billion individuals. But it is not just the size of our population that is changing. The way we live is evolving too, with the ASEAN urbanization rate on a rapid rise. In 2020, 49.5% of ASEAN's population live in urban areas. By 2025, this figure is already expected to reach 52.8%. This urban shift brings opportunity, but it also presents a profound challenges for all our member states, particularly the housing trilemma. How can we ensure that housing is affordable, livable, and sustainable at the same time? Across ASEAN, this trilemma manifests in myriad ways: in the shortage of affordable homes, in vulnerable informal settlements, in poorly connected suburban sprawls, and in the untapped potential of derelict inner city zones. This is not an isolated problem, rather it is a shared reality, and it demands a regional response and shared responsibility. To solve this challenge, AREC 2025 has been carefully curated, crafted with three core objectives, guided by the 4P principles, which is public, private, people, partnerships. First, within the public sector, AREC serves to facilitate engaging forum discussions on policies and regional regulations among policymakers, urban planners, government agencies, and industry players. These exchanges of insights, knowledge, experience, and expertise, it aims to shape more informed and data-driven policies, support regional regulatory alignment, and promote collaborative governance. Second, AREC provides a dynamic stage for the private sector, such as industry players, property developers, and technology providers, to showcase groundbreaking innovations and ignite investment opportunities that will shape the future skyline of ASEAN. It aims to spark a renaissance defined not only by profitability, but also by sustainability and inclusivity. Through the business matching session, AREC seeks to attract interest from both regional and global investors, unlocking new pathways for business growth aligned with ASEAN's broader vision of sustainable development and shared prosperity. We are targeting 2 billion in transaction value through this large exhibition held together with Architects Asia's premier architecture and design exhibition. Third, the people. AREC seeks to spotlight leading regional practices and success stories that have effectively integrated green technology and smart infrastructure to positively impact communities. These examples serve as blueprints for scalable and replicable initiatives across the region. By promoting sustainable models that are both financially viable and socially impactful, the event aspires to drive broader adoption by transforming individual achievement into systematic change. We can accelerate regional transformation and cultivate a real estate ecosystem that is both sustainable and inclusive of all communities throughout ASEAN. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a time where the only certainty is uncertainty. As geopolitical tensions escalate, including conflicts in the Middle East and Trump tariff policy, our construction and housing sectors face both significant risks as well as opportunities, as they are deeply interconnected with labor, materials, and cross-border investment. This development could have profound effect on the region's economic stability and social well-being. In this context, collective action is not merely an option, but an imperative for ASEAN. We must begin to see cities not merely as centers of commerce, but as living ecosystems. At this conference, we will explore the resurgence of regenerative urbanism, from vertical gardens to walkable districts powered by renewable microgrids and smart mobility hubs. These are not utopian dreams anymore. They are unfolding today in Penang's Smart Heritage Revival, Bangkok's Green Corridors, and Singapore HDB innovations. We will also deep dive into creative financing, from green sukuk and blended finance to government-backed incentive. We will examine how empowered communities can shape their environment as active co-creators, not passive recipients. As we move forward, I would like to propose the development of a shared ASEAN framework for sustainable and inclusive housing to ensure that vulnerable groups are not left behind in the transition to green economy. This framework could outline common principles on green design, equitable access, community participation, and cross-border investment facilitation, as aspired by the ASEAN-China Ministerial Roundtable on Construction and Housing (AMROC) Declaration in Kuala Lumpur last year. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the future belongs to those bold enough to build it. Let AREC 2025 and Architects be remembered as a platform where ASEAN took a stand not only to build better buildings, but to build a better future. A future where policy, technology, and humanity converge. Together, let us lead the real estate renaissance. Together, let us innovate, integrate, impact. Once again, I thank you for your precious time and dedication to this impactful conference. Let us move forward with shared purpose and collective determination. I wish a great success to AREC and Architects. Thank you. Terima kasih. 谢谢. Randriga.